We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and I'm here with Ms. Micca, and this is On Point with Van and Micca. Make sure y'all do me a favor and hit that like button. That's the only price of admission for the live streams, is to simply hit the like button. All right. I don't know if y'all saw, but Trump had a meeting with the president of South Africa. Yeah. And he showed him what's what. Huh?
What's so wrong with you? Which huh is that? Is that the Soldier Boy, huh?
Is that the Soldier Boy, huh?
Uh-huh.
Maybe. I don't know if that's so. I'm not tapped into pop culture. I'm probably saying something that Soldier Boy says, but I'm not really tapped in.
Come on, Mr. Glazing. You know pop culture.
Well, I know some things, but
you know all the words that I don't even know. I have to ask you what it means. You know.
It depends. I mean, because I am blacker than some people that might be on the panel. All right, so what's going on with my blues, man? My blues be showing up so deep sometimes, bro. I think I probably got the most blues. I got like 82 of them.
That's a good thing.
Huh?
That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I got some blues. How many blues you got on your channel?
Me?
Yeah, how many moderators you got?
Probably like 5.
Okay.
And well, you know what? It's because I never really focused on that.
Right.
And so I need to start focusing on that, because I have a lot of people that should be, like a moderator.
Well, just gonna let you know, 5 is a lot. 5 is good.
Yeah, I mean, they're always there. So I should. I gotta try to do better. Do better, Micca. Do better.
Yeah, 5 is good in my opinion. At least I think so.
I always thought that, when I first started that channel, I was like, oh, well, I have to wait till I get to a certain number. I was wrong.
Yeah. I mean, well, hey, do your thing. Did you see what StreamYard now offers as far as?
I was just getting ready to ask you that. So
Yeah.
I saw, the little pop-ups that come up. I saw that. And then I saw it last night on Anton's show, and now I'm seeing it here. So you got to show me how to do that, because I think that's cool. It reminds me of Twitch.
Yeah, that's what I was actually looking for. This morning I was on a live stream and I was like, yo, I'm waiting for, I probably go back to using OBS or something like that, because when I used to stream on Twitch, they used to have the active chat that you can put on the screen.
Because now you don't have to look in the, bar. Like, I can still look at the exact screen. So I like it. Yeah. See, I told you, they're trying to make sure you don't have to go out of the system, because a lot of people will buy other things and go out of the, go out the system. So cool. I like it.
They like one-stop shop. Stay here.
See, now I can see everybody's comments, because I don't always have it, small. Sometimes I have it full screen, but now I don't have to take it off the full screen. Yay.
You see that? Look at God. And we were just now talking about the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me. My soul cries out, hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, for saving me. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Let me know where y'all are watching us, what state y'all are watching us in, what country y'all are watching us from. What'd you say?
Oh no, you was going to respect my tambourine.
She's hitting her tambourine. Like we need more cowbell. What's going on, Katarina, Lisa Marie, Nanny's taking the world, Sweet Angel, Courtney. What's going on? Where the fellas at? Where the fellas at? Is Shoemaker here? Huh? Is Shane
I
here?
see a Dave. Maybe Dave is
Dave? I don't
well,
have a mod named Dave. At least I don't think I do.
oh,
Yeah, I don't have a mod named Dave. Maybe I do
I
now.
couldn't see if it had a wrench or not. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. No mods. We got Missouri up in here, Arkansas. Um,
Texas. Hi, Lulu. Thank
yeah.
you.
Did you hear about taxes? Texas not having a capital gains tax.
I mean, Texas, was it Mississippi? A lot of the southern states
Are getting rid of the capital gains tax.
are getting rid of taxes in general, like the ones that you're not supposed to have, like your income taxes and
Yeah.
certain capital gains taxes. Florida is trying to do something with property tax because that's another illegal one because you never own your stuff.
Wow. I
Yeah,
think that's I think that's awesome.
it's awesome. That's why the tariffs matter. That's why they matter.
Yeah. And they still trying to daggone spew lies to people about the tariffs. People don't understand that the tariffs is another added tax to the people who are buying like,
Well,
dude,
I'd
that's
rather have the tariff tax, which actually, okay, so let's just real quick. If you use if you go along with that, right? It and they say, okay, we have to spend more. Well, the only tax that's actually in the Constitution is the sales tax from your state. So I would rather have a sales tax on something that I buy than be taxed on my service and taxed to the point where I don't own my own property. So you can buy this free and clear, but the moment I don't pay the tax to the state on my property, they can take it, they can put a lien on it. Yeah. It's highway robbery. Ooh la la, thank you. Gracias.
was that Spanish?
No, it's like ooh la la la. It's like that. Yeah.
Lauren Hill.
Oh, you know that, don't you?
Say something about black culture. He know it.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cut on immediately. Thank you, YCC. Appreciate you. I
Thank you.
into it. Trump had a conversation with the president of South Africa. We about to get to it. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, gang. Share this bad boy if y'all can, and if you share it on X, make sure you tag us so we can show y'all some love. I've been following everybody who has been reposting my live streams over there. I don't usually follow a lot of people, is because I really don't follow a lot of people. I mean, the content that they post, you know.
I'm
But
just starting to get on X. I have a whole, and I do me, I just started. I have a whole 70 people.
well,
But it's good. It's good.
well, just like anything else, you about to have 7,000, and then
Here you go.
70,000, and
Here you go.
then 700,000. Oh, look at YCC3. You so nice to remember that I was on the show too. God bless you as well, and God bless all of y'all, man. All right, let's go and jump into it, man. Hit that like button, gang. Let's get it.
Turn the lights down. Turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. South Africa occupy land. That's who we are. So whatever you want to do, how can we drop our membership from this useless parliament? Yes, honorable member. Must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing, because the killing is part of a revolutionary act. Shoot, kill, Gaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. DJPE is a white man. So these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have turned a white man. Not because Machama and Suni will not be touched.
All right, so this joint is playing a little lower. I'm not sure why it's so damn low. Hold on one second, because this joint is a little lower than I want it to be, than I prefer. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, gang. All right. Oh yeah, we own it. We are on it. All right. I see y'all complaining about the audio. The audio is bad. The audio is just low for the video that they're showing. They're just playing the television. They're playing there's no microphone over there by the TV that they're playing.
Yeah, it was actually like that on the news. It was low.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it's low on the internet too.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find another one. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. South Africa. We own it. We are on
The
it.
audio. But yeah, all of that is wild.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me see if this one is better.
What? So they denied that this happened after the president show. Wow. Who said that? Reuters?
You said they denied?
Reuters? Yeah. Reuters said that, well, somebody in the chat said Reuters said that this didn't happen.
What do they mean? They saying
I
that
don't know.
he
I'm
never
about
showed them the
about to
video?
look it up though. Yeah. Because
He's
I'm wondering what they mean by that. I'm about to look it up.
Come on now. The video actually showed them sitting side by side while the video is playing.
Yeah.
So how in the hell are they going to deny that?
Please. I mean, they denied Joe Biden falling up the steps.
That's nuts. That's nuts. I'm still trying to figure out how I can turn this up, man. We got video, we got footage of it happening. You can't deny footage. Like, hold on one second. And all these joints are really damn low.
See if you can pull it from the actual news site. Like on YouTube, just like pull it from the news. It might be slightly higher, but I saw it when it was live. It was still kind of low.
All right. All right. Who hosted it? I see that Fox News was there and CNN was there and
everybody was there, and they had even some reporters, that were from South Africa. So I thought that was good. To me, I like that it's transparent.
Oh yeah. And that's
right.
But that's what I like about this whole administration. It seems like everything they're doing, they're opening it up to the public. And I love that.
Yeah. Right. Whether, they agree with you or not, whether they agree with your politics or not, they allow you to talk.
1 second.
So I thought that was dope.
Yeah, I like this. Hold on 1 second. I found something on YouTube. I'm seeing this, if this drink's better.
Okay. Take your time. Trump said, I got a little welcome video. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to pull that out. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to hold you. Trump said, what? South Africa has been misbehaving. Uncle Trump let him know. Yeah. Hi, Anna. They scream, kill Whitey. That's what they were saying?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow. I didn't know that's what they were saying. I couldn't make out what they were saying. I thought maybe they were speaking in their own language because they have a harsh accent. Welcome video was epic. It definitely was.
See, this sucks, man. Now I got a damn. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
We need what?
Get creative, Van. Get creative.
We need to make South Africa. Well, you know what? I think Trump is going to do that. I really do. Because Trump did it with the Congo and Rwanda. Yep. The chat on it. They know. They know. The chat is on it.
All right, so let me ask you this right here. Hold on one second. How does this sound? Let me see if this is a little better.
Okay.
And this is a little hood what I'm about to do, but don't worry about it.
No, 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 Lucille. We have the same background. It's a dope background. I love this wall. And you can just stick it up there. I'm talking to the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you straight. I'm about to play the video again. This time I'm gonna hook my microphone up to it and see if it plays a little better.
Okay. I'm gonna mute.
All right. Here we go. We'll try it again, class. We'll try it again.
Turn the lights down and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do with or without you. People are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do.
What'd you say?
I said it was giving feedback.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it.
Yeah, it was giving feedback. It's gonna be low. So they, either have to turn it up or they have to try to find a way to turn it up on their end. But some videos are just low, unfortunately.
All right, so do me a favor, class. Could y'all do me a favor? Just turn up your volume just a little bit. I'm gonna shut up. And while the video is playing, turn your volume up if you can on your end. I know that's a lot to ask. Oh no, I can't. I'm doing something else with my hand right now. I can't turn up the volume. Turn up the daggone volume just a little bit. All right. And I'm gonna be quiet and we're gonna play it. And y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. All right, let's get to it because I really want to check this out. And how they gonna say that this never happened, man? We about to see them in the room while it's happening. It's nuts. Okay, here we go.
Turn the lights down. Turn the lights down and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do with or without you. People are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. South Africa occupy land. That's who we are. Can we drop our membership from this useless parliament? Yes, honorable member. Must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing because the killing is part of a revolutionary act. Shoot, kill, Gaza, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer, the man of DJ is PE is a white man. So these people really want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because they attacked a white man. Not because Bashar and Suni will not be touched. They will be touched. Come on. But was that this whiteness. While cutting the clothes of whiteness in Ghana. Shoot, kill, woman star. Kill the blue one, the papa. Kill the blue one, the papa. Shoot to kill, woman star. Kill the blue one, the papa. Kill the blue one, the papa. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'm saying to you, was not called for the killing of white people, at least for now. I can't ever see the future. Do you understand somebody watching that, especially as it gets shared on Twitter? They freak out. It sounds like a genocide or I can't take it. Who will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek a refugee in America.
Now this is very bad. These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Both sides of the road, you have crosses.
That's wild.
So how the hell is Ruder saying that this never happened? And he was pointing at the screen while he's talking to the guy saying, and what y'all are seeing right now is white crosses is thousands, and those cars that y'all see stopping, they're stopping to show respect to the people who passed. How did was this not happening? And he's giving a live reaction to the video.
Yeah, and so I'm that's what I was over here looking at, and they're also talking about, it's not a genocide, and they kind of go on to talk about it even in this video with Trump, right? They're like, "Oh, do you think you should be calling it a genocide?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And so they're trying to get really technical. They're saying that if it doesn't line up with, I guess, whatever the United Nations, which I don't even like, but the United Nations says a genocide is, then it isn't a genocide. But the left uses the word genocide all the time. Okay. And so, they even said at the meeting, a lot of the reporters were like, well, there's also, a lot of violence and things like that. But I will say this, the South Africans seem, the ones that were there to meet the president, they didn't shy away from that. There's a lot of violence happening. But I was glad that the president showed them those videos, as if they haven't already seen them. But I was glad that the president showed it, because it goes to show that he's trying to be transparent. Like, this is what I see. I want to, have a relationship with you as a leader, but you can't allow this to go on either.
I'm with you on that, and I'm loving the fact that he has the guy right there in front of him. Not trying to expose him. He's letting them know, and he's letting the country know. So this is what I want, honestly. I hope that the rest of the country, and especially the Democrats as well, can see this through your lens, Micca, because what you see is transparency. What they see is, oh, he's trying to embarrass them. He's trying to expose them.
Really?
I believe that what Trump is trying to do is show the Democrats who are in denial that any of this is happening. He's letting them know that the only reason why we're bringing these people over here is because this is what they're doing over there. And not only are they doing this, but they're celebrating it. They're having fun with it. They're making up songs about it.
Right. And that's the problem. That's the only thing I see. And the only reason I see Trump even, bringing that up is to show that this is happening, right? He didn't try to embarrass, like, he didn't do anything extra that he doesn't already do. Trump doesn't mince words, ever. So what did he do here that he hasn't done before? If you ask me, the worst one that got it the worst was probably the Ukrainian president.
Oh yeah.
He sunned him. I'm sorry. But outside of that, everybody else, held their own. So I don't know what the media is talking about. I guess they're just trying to get off, the Joe Biden case.
Well, here's Trump representing again, and this volume right here is not nearly as bad. And guys, I'm not apologizing for that volume, and that was their volume. You know what I mean? It's hopefully you turned your volume up while we were playing the video and turned it down when my loud tells got back on the microphone, because I don't want to be yelling in your ear and breaking your speakers or anything like that. But the whole reason why I'm playing this is just to show why a Biden voter, a two-time Obama voter, decided to vote for Trump this go round. It's for reasons like this. This dude shows himself to be the man in the room, the steady hand in the room when it comes to these business conversations. And that means a lot to me, especially if I'm a man myself and I'm trying to look for somebody who can be a leader, who can guide this country to greatness where we're supposed to be. So y'all check this out right here. Hit the like button, gang.
Thank you very much.
What would you like President Ramaphosa to do about the situation that we've just seen on the screen?
I don't know. Look, these are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. Horrible death. Death. I don't know. To pick anyone, white South Africans are fleeing because of the violence and racist laws. And this is all, I'll give these to you. So when you say, what would I like to do? I don't know what to do. Look at this. White South African couples say that they were attacked violently. And
President Trump, when will you go and see for yourself if it is?
well, I could do that. Look, here's burial sites all over the place. These are all white farmers that are being buried. And he asks about a jet that was given. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You are so bad. You're such a bad reporter. This is one after another. This family was wiped out. I'm just looking.
Can we get a report from President Ramaphosa?
Your reaction to those videos, Mr.
President Trump.
Well, I think the videos are so no.
Bro, he's showing receipts, Micca. He's showing receipts. And I like that.
And see, it's so sad that anytime Donald Trump tries to talk about anything outside of something negative, right, that's in the American press or anything that might make him look bad, it's diverted. Like, he's sitting there talking about, okay, what I would like to see is this not happen. Why are we talking about a plane that he's answered 1,001 trillion times? Why are we talking about that? We're talking about people being murdered. We're talking about genocide or not genocide. We're talking about violence. Okay. So at the end of the day, the reporters, well, the American ones, because the African reporters, the South African reporters, they're asking, questions, and whether you like the questioning or not, they're talking about the topic. It's the American reporters that are talking about the nonsense.
Well, they have an agenda, Micca. Their agenda is to make him look bad because they want to get a Democrat back into office. They got to make him look bad. The only reason why they're in the room is to make him look bad.
Meanwhile, the South African president and Trump actually had a good talk there. I mean, they were getting along, and Trump said, I understand what you're going through. I understand your job is a hard job. I'm doing the same job. They were laughing, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, two things can be true. I can hold you accountable for what's going on, and I cannot have nothing against you and want you to do well in your job and want to, help you get along, help you succeed in whatever you're doing. So, like, how can I help? And that's what Trump was doing. And he even said, I don't have to do any of this. I don't have to do this. I didn't have to go to the Congo and Rwanda. I don't have to do any of this.
Facts. And I love the fact that he always let them know that. He let them know, I ain't got to do none of this.
Yeah.
At all. And and also I want you to see this. These presidents and these leaders, don't they sound real tough before they come and sit down next to him?
Of course.
They sound real tough, like we're not giving in to the white man, and we're going to do this. We're going to do whatever we want to do. We make our own rules. The president can kiss my black ass. And then when they come sit next to them, they smiling, they sweating,
But a lot of people have said that about Donald Trump in general, that Donald Trump has a personality that, yeah, you may think he's, arrogant and all of this when you see him on TV. But when you actually talk to him, he's really a nice or good man, right? And you may not agree with everything he does, but you can see that it's genuine and he really just wants to help people.
Well, that's what I get from him. That's what I get from him.
And that's why I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, you guys don't like, people disagree. I'm like, you can hold Donald Trump accountable. He's a politician. I don't care about that. It's just the factor that you guys try to attach it to his character.
Yeah, and it'd be over some made up stuff.
It's nothing real, right? When we have, diaries of people talking about their dad.
It's nuts. Look at them right here. Look at the South African president sitting next to him, and watch. This dude is going to start sweating. And I know it's not hot in the office. I know the AC is pumping. I know it's not hot.
Oh, look, you know it's cold in there.
It's cold in there. And guess what? If somebody in that room is used to hot climates, it would be the African president. It wouldn't. I mean,
any questions, Mr. President? We welcome white Afrikaner refugees here. Can you explain to Americans why it's appropriate to welcome white Afrikaners here when other refugees like Afghans,
sweating like hell,
Venezuelans, Haitians have all had their protected status revoked?
Well, this is a group, NBC, that is truly fake news. They ask a lot of questions in a very pointed way. They're not questions, they're statements. We've had tremendous complaints about Africa, about other countries too, from people. They say there's a lot of bad things going on in Africa, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. When you say we don't take others, all you have to do is take a look at the southern border. We let 21 million people come through our border, totally unchecked, totally unvetted. They came from all over the world. In many cases, they're criminals. They come from prisons. They come from mental institutions. They come from street gangs. They're drug dealers. So don't say that we didn't take them. We're trying to get them out as fast as we can. And we're doing record business on that. And we just won a big case where we're allowed to send back hundreds of criminals to Venezuela. Just won that today in the Supreme Court. I'm happy to hear. But we do have a lot of people are very concerned with regard to South Africa, and that's really the purpose of the meeting, and we'll see how that turns out. But we have many people that feel they're being persecuted, and they're coming to the United States. So we take from many locations if we feel there's persecution or genocide going on. And we had a lot of people. I must tell you, Mr. President, we have had a tremendous number of people, especially since they've seen this. Generally, they're white farmers, and they're fleeing South Africa, and it's a very sad thing to see. But I hope we can have an explanation of that, because I know you don't want that. It's a kind of a different meeting. Normally we have meetings, we talk about trade, and we'll be talking about trade and other things. But that certainly will be a subject that comes up. Yeah.
Yo, he is smiling. He's nervous as hell.
Yeah. So, so if you look, right, the gentleman, he's doing all of this, right? He's doing all of that. Those are nervous tics. Donald Trump, if you notice, his hands are always like this. And the reason why it's like that is that's how you command energy in the room. It's a whole thing. Don't
you say like this?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they teach you that in those societies. However, yeah, that's how you notice the difference. You know what? Not up here. It's here. I'm serious. Look at Elon Musk, right? Watch when he talks. It's here.
Yeah, but if I put it there, the people won't see it. They need to see.
It's not for the people.
They need to see my dominance.
It's not for the people. It's for you, simple. It's a whole thing. But yeah, that's how you notice. Like he just kept moving. His eyes keep shifting. And it's just because, I don't think he's lying or anything. I just think he's nervous. He's nervous. Now sitting with one of the most powerful person. Yeah. And, he has to answer to things. So, I can definitely understand. But you asked to be president. So this is what you ask for.
They don't want that funding to stop. They want to walk away knowing that a check is going to walk back with them. But Trump don't like that. Trump going to stop funding. He's going to.
What check though?
I don't know. He did say that he was going to tariff them 100%.
Oh, well then that's different.
I'm just saying, because when people start talking money, and if him and his people need it, they're going to kiss a little bit of butt in order to get it.
And you should do whatever doesn't compromise your people to get your people in the best position.
This is nuts, man.
It's just it's an unfortunate thing with the whole, South African thing, right? Because on one hand, you can understand the history, right? We all know about, we all don't know, but some people know about world history. And at a later time, we learn about colonialism, right? Okay, cool. I understand that. However, since now it is a mixed society, right? Maybe they're not most of the population, just like African Americans aren't most of the populations here, right? But you still have checks and balances, so everybody can, cooperate in the society. So I think that president needs to find a way to get everybody to cooperate, because these people have been in this land.
You're right. No, you cooking. I'm listening.
You know what?
You cooking.
However, a lot of people are saying, America first, right? And yes, however, I understand why Donald Trump does, go into these van. I understand why Donald Trump goes into these countries trying to help, because if not, America half of the time ends up getting pulled into it. And now we're spending money we could have deaded in the beginning.
1,000%. 1,000%. We get pulled into everything.
Yeah, because if our ally country goes and NATO and this and that, we're pulled into it. So why not, if you can, help dead a situation you can see coming?
Facts, 1,000%.
So you're still putting America first by saying, okay, I'm going to jump ahead of this before my children have to go.
Facts, 1,000%. I'm with you. I'm with you. I mean, sorry, I'm not joking around. I'm just trying to get that.
No, you're fine. I'm just every time I look over, I see it.
I'm trying to get my hand positioned properly, but the camera won't. Hey, check this out. Hit the like button, guys. Watch this.
My president is a gangster. Oh my God. Trump bought receipts, bro. Did y'all see that press conference today with South African President Ramaphosa? Bro, the Trump doctrine. Hell, we're not going to talk nice. We're going to bring receipts and we're going to keep it real. When they questioned the president, was there any genocide going on in South Africa? He said, you know what? I'm going to let the South African president answer that question. And after the South African president said all that bullshit, Trump said, check this out. I got some receipts. Yo, dim the lights. Turn off the lights. Play the video. Boy, they sat there for about 3.5 minutes watching hateful videos about killing white South Africa. And the South African president had to sit there and listen to it. Boy, that's what I'm talking about. Forget all this rhetoric. If y'all ain't learned about Trump and the new doctrine, it's not about being nice. It's about keeping it real. And baby, he brought some receipts. Them videos talking about unaliving white people. Pew pew to unalive white folk. Man, that'd look too good. And it looks so uncomfortable. And after he made him watch that video, he said, okay, now explain. And boy, did he look, oh my God, he couldn't say nothing. Again, I made a video about the things that's been happening in South Africa. And the thing that keeps killing me is every other sentence, the president of South Africa talked about Nelson Mandela. Trump knew Nelson Mandela. And President Ramaphosa, you are not Nelson Mandela. Matter of fact, it was Trump who booked the first plane after Nelson Mandela was taken out of prison to the United States when everybody else didn't want to touch him. See, there's levels to this shit. Trump loves South Africa. As it relates to Nelson Mandela, he had a special relationship with him. A lot of you race baiters didn't know that, did you? And the crazy part about it, whatever Trump says about you when you're not there, he damn sure going to say it to your face. I am glad it ended a lot better than that confrontation with Zelensky, even though Zelensky deserved that shit. After asking questions, he even served him lunch. Again, the liberals will call it rude, but I call it real. Again, this fake diplomacy and telling everybody everything they want to hear and being nice to everybody, sometimes it don't work sometimes. I'll tell you one thing, there's never going to be another Trump. That man don't have a lot of time on his hands and he has zero fucks to give. But the great part about it is no matter who you are, he's willing to meet with you. And I can respect that. Boy, what a time to be alive.
Let's go.
That is exactly what I just said. That's exactly what I just said.
Wow.
And I understand it because I grew up with two older individuals and they gave zero, you know what?
F's.
And so that's exactly why I am the way I am, because they didn't sugarcoat anything. It's like, look, this is what happened. And Trump is doing the same thing. And I said, it doesn't matter. He may disagree, but he's willing to sit there and talk.
Yeah. And give you an opportunity to explain yourself. Okay, if this is fake, what we're showing and what we're talking about, hey, you the president over there, please tell me, man. I'm all ears. We got everybody listening. South America is listening. I mean, South Africa is listening. All of North America is listening. We got all of the reporters here. Go ahead, let us know what's going on over there. Go ahead, tell me. Shout out to Trump, man. Have you ever been this excited to talk about anything that Biden has done?
Yeah, when he tripped up the steps. And then, my second favorite, when he was in front of the Indian delegation and he was like, who's next? And everybody was looking around and he kept saying, I was excited for that. Other than that, no.
Bruh, he made them sit there and take that ass whooping. It's nothing that y'all can do.
You know what it's called? You know what the left don't like? You know what the left don't like, right?
What?
Accountability.
Accountability.
Nobody on the left gets accountability.
None.
Not the men, not the women, not the 92%. Everybody got a victimized story.
I bet they still report on this in a way that makes them look good. I bet they still report on this trying to sugar honey iced tea all over our country. Like every time we win an argument with another president in another country, every time we show that what we're doing makes sense, is reasonable, you know, is for the people, we're putting our country first, they come up with a way to support that country more than they support us. I say, if that's your mindset, then get the hell on. Go on, get out.
Man, you
Pack your bag.
cannot, this country cannot continue to support the patriarchy. We cannot continue to prop up white supremacy. We can't continue to do this, okay?
Yeah, this is what's happening. This all of this is
That's all they're gonna say, and you'll be like, "Well, where was the white supremacy in this?"
Hold on. So I'm glad you said that, because that's a lot of their argument. A lot of their arguments is that the white people who are being unalived over there in South Africa, that they deserve it because they came there 30 years ago trying to take their land and create some type of white supremacy type of thing, the same way they always do it, the same way they did it here, the same way they did it there and everywhere. They claim that South Africa is just defending, they're just defending themselves from the mean white man that came here to take our land.
If that is the case, they need to go be mad at the government. If that is the case, they need to be mad at the government. Okay, and there's your president right there. Okay, if these people are now, I do know the history of when they came and they were just taking farmland from people. I do understand that, right? However, that is something to take up with the government, because why did the government give them that land in the first place?
You're right. You're right.
Like, what was the purpose, right? Why were they doing that? So I would have an issue with my government, and countries in Africa have no problem with taking presidents out. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
They have no problem. They have no problem with overturning the government. So take it to the government. If that is indeed the case, take it to the government. I'm just never going to support unaliving people. I'm not going to ever support that. And I don't care if those people are black or white. I don't support it in the Congo, and I didn't support it with Rwanda, and I'm not going to support it with South Africa.
I mean, you on point, not per usual. And you said earlier today, you said Reuters is reporting that this didn't really happen when they were showing proof of everything that they were doing.
Yeah, because I saw somebody say it in the chat, so I just looked it up.
Hey, check this out. If Reuters is saying that this never happened, I want y'all to show them this right here. All right, and make sure you hit the like button.
But we're starting with this whiteness. We're cutting the throat of whiteness. Shoot, kill, Gamasa, kill the brewer, the farmer, kill the brewer, the farmer. Pa, pa, pa. Shoot to kill, Gamasa. But we're starting with this whiteness.
They literally sitting on a daggone couch, looking over their shoulders at the TV, and they got their head hanging. Like, oh man, I cannot believe they're showing this right here. I cannot believe these dirty mofos are actually showing the video. Don't show the tape. That's like R. Kelly when he was at when he was in daggone court, and they started playing the tape of it. It was like, this is your peace train, sir.
Unfortunately, for or maybe fortunately for R. Kelly at the time, it was a little grainy. That you can see.
Your Honor, that is not my him?
I can't see. He got a baseball cap on. But these people, this is wild.
This is in 4K. This is in HD.
Yes.
1000%. Hey, Trump the Trumpinator.
Mhm.
He said, you don't fight racism or revenge it by turning the racism around on those that once oppressed you or their ancestors. I support what y'all are doing. I was forced by white AI to censor my posts. Okay, well, thank you so much for censoring your posts.
Oh, yeah, because super chat, white AI
Yeah,
or
yeah.
YouTube AI. Yeah, so, yeah, if you write something in there that they think is awful,
Or
they
fifth.
will yeah,
Or
they won't allow you to make a super chat. It's happened to me before.
really?
Yeah, I said I was like, "Something is dumb," and it would not allow me to post it.
That's what that was. When you was live yesterday, and I sent the a super chat saying that her voice was irritating. I was trying to type irritating, and it changed the word completely. I'm like, wait a minute,
Yes,
what happened?
yes.
So I had
It
to
will
go back and type it again and again and again. I'm like, let me type something else. Then,
yes,
wow,
yes. It's YouTube, we know. It censors how you talk.
YouTube is liberal, and they need to open it up and allow people to communicate the way we feel. Because if somebody is offended, let them be offended. We're grown. We're having conversation. Ain't no kids over here.
Before Google owned YouTube, it was awesome. Like, when I was a kid and I was watching YouTube, you could pretty
I
much say
can't-
anything.
well, I don't. I mean, I'm not asking to see
No,
anything
I
because.
said say anything.
Oh, okay.
Like, you were not censored, and then for some reason, as soon as Google got there
They got all messed up.
yeah.
There was a lot of money involved at that point, and their donors, people paying, people buying ads and all that other stuff. They got to kowtow to them and not really show the truth anymore. Thank you so much, Trumpinator. I appreciate you, brother. Who is this? Marley Jane, or is this Mary Jane or Marley Jane? Is that an L or I?
That's Marley Jane.
All
Mhm.
right. Have y'all seen the before and after aerial photos of the farms that were taken from white farmers and given to black farmers? It is sad. It is sad. Productivity gone. Oh,
Yeah, I don't support it either way. I don't support it, but again, the past is gone, and if you call yourself wanting to correct the situation, just make the laws equal. Make the laws equal,
absolutely.
or give people equal opportunity. That's what I say. Because I don't believe in socialism. I don't think you should just give people stuff. But I do believe that everybody should have the opportunity to be able to get these things.
Yeah. And somebody pointed out to me the other day, one of my clients, they was like, Jesus wasn't even a socialist in the Bible. God wasn't no socialist. He wasn't just granting people wishes. Like he ain't no genie
No,
in the bottle. And that's
no, he what's one of the things that faith without works is dead?
faith without works is dead.
Okay,
Absolutely.
because you can sit there and meditate all day long.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're not if you don't have any output, it
Ain't
doesn't
no
matter.
input.
It doesn't matter. So
Ain't-
yeah,
Yeah. I can't just
I totally agree. I
yeah,
totally agree.
I can't wait for my neighbors to get out there and go do some work and wait for them to come back home with a check for me and pay my bills. That's not how that works, Jack.
No, no. And if somebody did do something for you, it has to be out the kindness of their heart. Like you can't tell me that I have to do something for you. I've never understood that. That's why I don't support socialism. And I may not want this thing that you want. Why I don't want everything to be equal footing.
Is welfare socialism?
Yes, that's a social program.
I support welfare
Uh,
to a certain degree. I mean, I don't think it should
I
be a
don't
forever program. I think it should be for like a time limit should be on welfare. But welfare has helped me and my family out a lot growing up. I mean, not me and my family that I raised. I'm talking about the
I
when
know what you meant.
Diane raised me and my brothers. Welfare definitely helped us a lot.
Well, here's the thing though, with social programs, people abuse them.
Yes,
Right.
they do.
And so, no, I technically don't believe in social programming. I think if the government wasn't in the way so much with all these regulations and what you can work and how you can work and tax this and tax that, you wouldn't have most of the problems that you have. You wouldn't have such a poor class of people, because there was a time where McDonald's used to be the, a summer job or the young adult, right? And the older adult that was at McDonald's was your general managers and your supervisors and things like that, because they've moved up, because they're in the hospitality field.
Right.
Right. Because that's a good field to go to. And so I'm just saying that's what it used to be. But now you have adults that have to work there because they can't afford things. And that's because a lot of these liberal policies that are put in place cause inflation, cause this and that and the third. So if the government got out the way,
And
you would not need these social programs. Honestly and truly. Because I think more people would rather get it out the mud and do it for themselves than have somebody give them a handout telling them what to do, how to do it, and having society look at you a certain way.
I don't know if people want to get it themselves, man. I'm be honest with you. I keep the buck. I see way too many people waiting for handouts, waiting for their next handout. Okay, this one ran out. I've met the qualifications for this. I've had it for 3 years. That's their time limit. Now I need another program. What you got for me now? That's why we started seeing grown-ups working at these jobs. But shout out to Biden and them. Now you got to speak Spanish to go to McDonald's. It's more Spanish people work.
Shout out to Biden.
No,
you're absolutely correct. It's more usually El Salvadorians, especially in this area.
Yeah,
that work
only.
there.
I don't see any, but I'll be looking through that windows and
it'd be like one or two. It'd be like one or two, and the whole crew will be El Salvadorian, and then it's like one white person and two black people.
Yeah. Yeah, they done ran all the black people to Popeyes.
They're not there either.
They're not that Popeyes. They didn't put.
No, I happen to go to PG Mall, which is dangerous, child. I was living on the wild side, and everybody there is El Salvadorian. Okay, the Maryland man's father, everybody there.
Wow,
everybody there is El Salvadorian. So yeah,
we gotta be bilingual, man. Y'all gonna have to download Duolingo to your phones so that you can order a Big Mac. What the hell, Jack? Trumpinator. He said those white farmers' ancestors came to South Africa hundreds of years ago.
Yeah,
to take the land from the black man.
Yeah, but that's what I said. I have an understanding of what happened, and it's not good, right? Just like anything, but
it's not never good.
That's unfortunately, that's what a lot of the world is. It's conquering, it's back and forth, things like that. However, we're in a better place as a global society.
Yes.
So if you want to write things, just go ahead and make it an equal opportunity for other people to be able to buy into the system. Not give it to them, but if they really want to be able to farm and things like that, hopefully there's no, because I don't know South Africa's laws like that. Hopefully there's no restrictions on them that say, oh, well, because you're this kind of African, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. If the government is out the way, then people that really want to do those things will be able to do them.
All right, so you're really good with history and whatnot. I got to ask you this. And Marley Jane, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Also, Trumpinator, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. You're really good with history when it comes to these things. Are there any other countries who was trying to come here as immigrants, who were going through something similar to what the white farmers, the Afrikaners, are going through in South Africa?
Were there any other countries?
Any other countries where people were simply unaliving their people, maybe because of population control, maybe they were just taking them out by the hundreds just because, and people were coming here to get away from that. They was trying to seek asylum for that. Is there any other countries that we're trying to get up out of here right now? Trying to
You mean
deport
like in present day or just in general?
present day?
Oh yeah, Haiti. You know, and don't get me wrong with Haiti, right? I actually thought that a lot of those people really had a genuine asylum seeking, right? The problem is Gamla and them, they didn't vet. They just let anybody over here. And like any other country that's, you know, a fallen state, you have the fact that there are people that should not be over here. They're, you know, they're, I guess, what would be equivalent to gangs and things like that. Like they don't want to assimilate. They don't mean the country any good. So I think with any country, I don't care, South Africa, Haiti, I don't care what country it is. I think you have to vet. But I do think that countries like Haiti had a general, a real genuine, you know, asylum seeking, Rwanda,
Okay.
a lot of different places. But the places that they were actually talking about, like Venezuela, they were not being persecuted. They were
Mexico.
being starved to death.
Mexico.
You know, their president, their government, you know, unfortunately, socialism. You know, I'm Cuban, so you know, I know socialism. But they were not being persecuted. They
And we're,
not like the South Africans, not like Haiti, not like the Congo, not like Rwanda, not like Sierra Leone, you know, where they were, you know, chopping off children's arms and things like that. You know, like that was not happening in Venezuela. Now that was happening in El Salvador, but El Salvador cleaned itself up.
okay. Okay.
And a lot of these countries can do the same thing. They just choose not to.
To clean themselves up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of these countries can do the same thing. And when the US could have helped Haiti, unfortunately, we had who in charge? The Democrats.
They ain't about that life for real. Imagining the conversation on the flight back.
Y'all, wow. Did you see what he did? You see what he played? He played that right in front of my face. I cannot believe it. Did you believe it? I cannot believe it. You know that is wrong. That is, however, I like Trump, but I did not like it.
They're gonna wage war on us.
Not wow.
They're gonna wage war on us. But it's gonna be a hilarious flight home. It's gonna be very quiet.
Yeah.
They're gonna be wondering if they're gonna get any more funding from us.
Yes.
With all of the billions of dollars of resources in all of Africa, how come? I mean, because I keep on seeing information all over the internet about all this money that they're coming across and all this money that they're making. How come they always need to get some resources from us? I know that's kind of idiotic to ask because you guys know the answer, but I don't really follow all these other countries and what they're dealing with in their country.
Well, I will say this. The problem with a lot of African countries is that the leaders are compromised. Africa is a very natural rich place. From the soil to what's in the soil to like anything that you could want is in Africa.
Oh yeah,
it's over there.
Absolutely.
Right? Which is why everybody is over there. Right? But the leaders are always compromised. Those people, you know, the colonizers or anybody else, right? And right now it's the Chinese, okay? They're getting in real easy. They sneaking in and everything. They're marrying people to get farmland, all types of stuff, right?
Setting up shop.
Oh yeah. Same thing they do here.
Same thing they're doing here. Setting up shop.
They're doing it in Africa, okay?
Setting up shop.
The Chinese are not dumb at all, by far.
Not
they know how to, yeah. Okay. Which is why Trump says what he says. However,
you need to get to it.
Not the people. We're talking about the governments. However, here's the thing. Your leaders are what matter. I'm not mad that, well, I am as a citizen, but as, when I look at it under, somebody else's eyes, if this country is going to allow me to jump the border, why not? If this country is going to give me $3,800 a month and I'm not even from here and I could send it back home, why not? It's the leaders that are supposed to protect these countries. And just like our leaders didn't protect us for the last 4 years, their leaders have been doing that for decades, unfortunately, selling out the people, because those countries, a lot of those countries in Africa could have been built up a long time ago. The leaders just keep selling them out.
Everything that has happened for a reason. I don't look at anything that happened 200, 300, 400 years ago and say, "Woe is me." That's just how people did business back there. If they couldn't do the bartering, they will take your land, they will take your area, they will take whatever they want to take, your resources, whatever, and they will start over fresh, because that's how they got down. So it is what it is. Now we're in a way better day. We're at a way better time. And a lot of people just completely disregard how far we've come, just so they can complain and put whoever they want in office so that they can continue to receive sugar, honey, iced tea without having to do anything to earn it. And that's where the socialism thing comes from, because they don't want to earn They want it to be given to them because they haven't been there yet. Give it to me so that I can break the glass ceiling. I want to be the first to do it. And they'd be like, "Well, we never had one do that, dude. What would it be like? Let's vote for them so they can be the first to do it, so that they can F up everything was built." No, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Do y'all read all super chats? Appropriate ones? Yes, we do. And 6 Dingo Dog, thank you so much for super chat.
Do y'all read all super chats? Appropriate ones?
Yes. Are you planning on super chatting and inappropriate?
Yeah, because he got on that tank top that looked like, "I want to say something."
Yeah. Yeah. Can I say something? You promise you're not going? You
How you
promise
gonna read my super chat? I'm just saying.
Yeah, he want to super chat something that's inappropriate. Thank you so much, Colin. Say what you gotta say, big dog. Trumpinator. America was taken from the Indians. Should we give the land back?
Okay, so as most of you know, if you don't know, I'll tell you. My grandmother is Native, my mother's mother, and so here's the thing: a lot of Native tribes were supposed to get land back. Okay, they have treaties and things like that. Now, I don't know who, but in the early 2000s, the natives that were natives to NYC, okay, which is how they got the name Manhattan in the first place, they were supposed to get Manhattan back.
Wow.
Yeah, no. That's not happening. So here's the thing. Again, I don't see certain things happening, right? Unless there is some big uprising. I don't see certain things happening. However, there are certain things, again, you can put in place that, make everything fair and open to everybody. And that's really all you can do, because at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Go back 500, 600, 700 years? Like, who was the person that was actually responsible? How do you hold, it's a lot.
Hold on, gang. Hold on 1 second. Hey, baby. Yeah, my baby girl want me to go get her some gas. Go put some gas in her car.
I need some gas in my car too.
Uh-oh. What you put in your car? The Supremium? The Supremium?
The highest one, whatever the one is.
Well, my daughter drives a car that takes the lowest one, thank God. And so do I. I drive a truck I drive an American truck. Yeah, gonna be a damn good truck. Yeah, I drive. So you go ahead and drive do you drive anything American?
Oh, no, you didn't.
I'm just asking. Do you drive I mean, are you supporting American or are you supporting these other countries? It's a simple question.
I support the same country your family support.
Such a politician answer. Hey, Trumpinator, thank you so much for the super chat, big dog. Appreciate you. Off topic. As a Haitiano, Franco-American, so Haitian, French American.
Yes.
I wasn't offended when Trump said we ate the cats and dogs. I said, well, he's right. Some of us do actually. Wow. Straight like that?
I said that. So, because one of my good friends in the music industry, he is Haitian. And he was like, okay. Because he knew, like some, not all, but some, yeah. I mean, in other places in the world, sometimes they don't eat what you eat, and it's okay. We're not going to sit around and act like everybody from DC. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but I know growing up, everybody from DC used to say the carryout was what? Okay.
It was they probably put some cats and stuff inside of that joint.
Exactly. Now, whether or not that was true or not, because I don't know, that's what was said. Because there's certain customs in other places. Right? And so the thing about it here is that people were finding their cats and dogs being taken. Like they have ring cameras and things like that. Now, I don't know if they were eating them or if they were using them for,
a sacrifice,
voodoo, whatever. But the cats and dogs were showing up going.
Yeah, whatever the case, man. If y'all love to eat y'all some cats and dogs, eat you a cat and dog. Just don't eat
I didn't think Donald Trump was saying it for to be racist. I just think he was just reporting what was being reported.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to be facetious, I don't think, in my opinion, but Trump is Trump. YCC, thank you so much for the super chat, and Trumpinator, appreciate you. YCC says Van didn't get the message. Fill up Micca's car. Oh no,
thank you.
She got somebody for that.
Thank you. Huh? What happened?
Nothing. It was silly. It was silly.
I'm talking about you.
People always saying something silly. It was silly. Colin Walker, he said, Afrikaners, we should call them Afro-Conners.
Okay, I never understood what is the Afrikaners.
I don't get it either. I don't get it either.
Ayo. O'Connor's like Irish. Is that what he getting at? Like why?
Or Afro because they're, I don't know, like Afro-American, Afro-Conners, Afro-American, like I don't know.
Why are they called Afrikaners in the first place? I never understood it.
I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Why are they called Afrikaners, guys? I'm sure y'all would know. I'm sure y'all would know. Just say black people. I'm not calling no white Afrikaners black people.
Well, no. Remember, we had this conversation the other day, right? And I said that black people in America should stop calling themselves African Americans because if you're from Africa, you are African.
Yeah. Because when the Africans come here and they're going to school and they got visas and they're just here as students, they still call themselves Africans. If they come here and they become American citizens, then they call themselves Americans. They don't call themselves African Americans. They call themselves Americans, just like every other.
They would. People that come here will hyphenate. That's where the hyphenation comes from. It comes from those kinds of people.
Those kinds.
Yeah, meaning Okay. Meaning those kinds of people. Meaning people that are not born of this land.
Okay. All right. Hey, thank you, Colin. Appreciate you, big dog. Nate's memes. America offer equal opportunities, no
Equal outcomes.
I mean not equal outcomes. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. 1000%.
But that's what they try to do with the socialism, though. They want to push the equal outcome instead of equal opportunity.
Well, all I want to say is this, bro. Listen, Trump did what Trump do. He showed himself to be the man while standing next to who everybody has been trying to put up as a super mighty leader, the South African leader. He showed himself to be, nah, you look up to me, youngin. Like, you little bro. That's how he treat him. You little bro. You need me. I don't need you. Keep on doing your thing. Take care of your people. But what you're not about to do is lie to us straight to our faces and think we're just going to let you do it. Nah, ain't happening. Ain't happening, Jack. And just in case you guys have not seen this this field, here's the field right here, guys.
This is historic. This is right up there with Zelensky getting publicly spanked by President Trump and J.D. Vance a few months ago. You've got the ultra-racist, globalist South African president coming to the White House saying, please don't put sanctions on us. No, we've never harmed a white person. We love them. And you've got his big party conventions. This goes on constantly. We have hundreds of these. And the other major parties all saying, we're going to chase down the whites. We're going to kill them. We're going to take their land.
All right. I think I showed his face too long. You're never supposed to show Alex Jones on YouTube. Alex Jones, Dan Bongino. Who else?
I used to love him on YouTube. And all of my friends would be like, you're such a conspiracy theorist, right?
He's always right.
He was always. And now I just be sitting there like this.
So why is he still a name that's banned from YouTube? If a lot of things that he put out there has proven to be true, how come they still don't want to platform somebody who put out the truth?
Because Alex Jones got on we just gonna call him AJ, so he don't get in the algorithm. He got on the ish list when he decided to do that Bohemian Grove stuff. I don't know if you know what Bohemian Grove is, but yeah, it's a place where the elite go and do weird stuff. We'll just leave it at that, right? And
like Jeffrey's Island.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to record it and things like that. And Alex Jones being Alex Jones did it anyway, and then decided to talk about it on on his little radio show at the time and and they did not like that. And they were on his neck ever since. And he just got more popular and more popular. One, because he's dramatic. It's funny. But two, he tells the truth. And the stuff that he talks about was adding up. And so he started to get bigger and bigger and bigger. He got to a point where he was, I want to say, 1 billion views.
A billion?
Yes.
Jesus.
What does just a regular million give you? Jesus. What do they call you when you have 1 million? An influencer, right? What do they call you when you got 1 billion?
Beyonce.
Beyonce don't got no billion views.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift ain't got no billion. She got $1 billion. She ain't got no billion views. I'm talking about every episode live. You're never going to see nobody.
The only person I can think of that's that popular is
Joe Rogan don't even do those numbers.
Joe Biden in 2020 when he ran for president, he got 81 million views. That's the only person he got 81 million votes in 2020. That's the only person I could think of that's that popular.
If I am to believe that Jim Crow Joe got more votes than the black, not black, first black president, he's a damn lie. That's what they messed up. You put Joe Biden after the black, not black president, please. He got people more energized. Okay, the man that was supposed to bring hope and change was splitting hairs with, I'm a white man, I'm a black man, I can relate to everybody. You got more votes than him. You got more votes than the junior senator. You got more votes than little Al Green. Okay, you got more votes than him. Please. Even Barry was like, okay. You got it.
Little Al Green.
Please.
Little Al Green.
Yeah, please. Like, you guys, spare me.
Now, I want to show y'all this. This is right here is just a contrast, and then we're going to end this joint, but I want y'all to see this right here. I believe this is very important to show y'all. Just a contrast of Joe Biden when he was the president and Trump now.
We were talking before you came in about how magnificent I think your country is. I spent some time in my campaign, which lasted for years against apartheid, to visit your country, and it's magnificent. And, it's an honor to welcome you to the White House. I've been looking forward to this for a while. The United States and South Africa and your government have the same value set that, I've long been inspired by the long struggle of freedom and justice. And one of the great moments of my career was when the first time Nelson Mandela came to the United States. He by to say thank you, because he heard I had been stopped trying to get to visit him and to see him in prison.
These are burial sites right here. Burial sites, over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it.
Look at the body language.
It was funny to me is how the South African president is looking like he haven't seen it before. What? Oh,
we got this.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, my goodness! Get this number. We must address this at once. Hakeem.
What is this shit? I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Hakeem, we cannot have this. Yeah, now, if I was him, I would be highly upset at my staff. Who knew that he was going to show this? Who here knew this? I know what it is, you know. Tutu.
Prince Hakeem.
He knows.
Did you know?
My friend talked just like this. This is how I swear to goodness. This is her whole family. They crack me up. And then she goes and talks regular like this. I'm like, wait a minute. Did you just switch? What are you doing? What? No. I'm like, oh, so y'all do the same thing we do.
They switch up. They code switch. Depending on who they talking to.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
I would be highly upset at my staff for not warning me that this was coming. Like nobody knew that this was coming. Wow.
I wish Trump would have looked at that video and said, "We can't get jiggy with this. You are a bitch ass nigga." right. So do not repeat that, family. Do not repeat that. All right.
Not outside.
Lord. Lord.
Look, at the end of the day, Trump is working with the man. Okay. He's holding him accountable. There's nothing wrong with that. Those white Afrikaners, whatever that means, those are your people. The black ones that, may be suffering, those are your people. You need to figure it out. You need to figure out how to stop what's going on. Persecution, genocide, whatever you want to call it. The violence, you need to figure out how to stop it. And you need to figure out how to make South Africa great again.
I knew you was about to say that. I knew you was about to say make South Africa great again. Shout out to the South Afrikaners. I will call y'all South Afrikaners. You know what? I can't say it that way. I would say canters because white people say a word that rhymes with that the black community don't use. That's too close to Kant. And I'm not trying to use that on this show, this child show. I mean,
spell it for me. Spell it.
What'd you say?
Spell this word that we're discussing.
Spell what word?
The word that you can't say on the show.
INDEPENDENT.
Shut up.
Do you know what that means, man?
You are a mess.
I ain't spelling nothing.
And you old school, so you know how to use other words like the MI quicker letter. You yeah, you know how to use.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Earmuffs, everyone. See you next Tuesday. All right. Today Tuesday?
Today is Wednesday, sir.
Today is Wednesday.
It's hump day.
All right. Hump day. Hump day. All right, guys. Yeah, so this was an amazing live stream. Make sure you repeat that to your friends and you share this with them. All right. Make sure that we have 1,400 shares on Can You Not Talk? Wow, that's another one too. Can't understand normal. Wow, how many daggone ways do y'all figure out that acronym? Y'all are something. Hopefully y'all ancestors are proud of y'all.
You know what? What is what you are on one? A child after my own heart.
Listen, you don't want to talk about make South Africa great again.
Look,
Wow.
you got to do it. You got to do it. Okay, we can't go. The black and the white people here, we trying to make America stay great.
Yeah, they need to leave these good white people alone. Leave the good whites alone. Okay.
Clean it up.
Thank y'all for pulling up and being a part of our live stream. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal per usual. All of the blues, thank you so much for holding the fort down inside of the chat. Everyone else who participated, thank you for being respectful to other people. I appreciate that as well. And for everyone who submitted a super chat, thank you for going the extra mile. If you're considering following Red Cup with Micca, go to pop. What's it? Is it Red Cup Talks? Red Cup Talks.
Yeah.
Micca,
Red Cup Talks with Micca. But you can type in Red Cup Talks, it comes up.
She always got a red cup with something in it that requires AA if you drink too much of it. And I always drink nothing but water.
Uh-huh.
Or as the Chinese say, water.
Goodbye.
That was not right. And I apologize. I apologize. Thank y'all guys. Y'all been absolutely amazing. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Be easy. Love you. Peace out. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.